I've had a fantastic response on my TPI offer of the screen and in the video analysis, and I've had quite a few different questions on it, whether I should have it, what the purpose of it, what would I get out of it, and if I'm too old. So it's definitely 100% yes. So I'm going to show that to you now. So you've got 15 different moves to go through, so I'll whiz through them quite quickly. So you've got the pelvic tilt, which is the control of your pelvis, which transfers the energy from the top half to the bottom half, up and down the body. So that's vitally important, that you're trying to control that pelvis, that you've got that rotation up and down with that pelvis. Pelvic rotation, torso rotation is the separation of the top half to the bottom half, to see if you can separate. If you can rotate, you can produce power. Mobility against stability. It's very difficult if you're mobile but there's no stability, there's no elastic energy that you're producing to then spring back and fire it down there. Overhead deep squat, very difficult test. So you're trying to keep those arms up, stay in that footprint, go down, which will show if you can maintain that posture or not. Very difficult test, but it does show that if through the swing, if you can maintain the posture or not, it does show up a tremendous amount. Then you've got your toe touch, which is then your posture at address. So if you're compensating, if you've got tight hamstrings, you're not necessarily going to hinge as well as you could do. The upper back will then compensate, which will then produce a C posture. 90-90, that is the efficiency of your rotator cuff, whether you've got that movement there to then enable the trail and lead arm to efficiently do what they hopefully should be doing, and that's releasing the club through the ball and maintaining a good swing path. So if you do struggle with that, that will then highlight that why the swing path is off, and then you work your way around it by various different ways, which is quite easy. Single leg balance, that's that resistance to that lateral move, so you can rotate and you're not doing a sway or a slide. Lat length test, that's the lead arm, you're trying to keep that too straight and you haven't got that length in those lats, and then the lower back, the lumbar spine will then compensate and you'll get that reverse spine angle. Lower quarter rotation test, that's your internal and external rotation on your hip flexor. So that's seeing if you can load and you can turn that belt buckle into that pocket, so you've got that load into that leg. That's whether that hip flexor will allow you to do that. So that's quite important to maintain your angles, maintain that position and keep your body in check, so you can get around that with a narrow stance. If you struggle with that, widen the feet, so you turn both feet out. So there's various different ways to get around all this. Seated trunk rotation, so that's the T-spine, whether you can rotate that T-spine efficient enough. Like I said, if you can rotate, you can produce power. So the more efficient that is, mobility against stability, you will produce more power and maintain everything in check. Bridge with leg extension. So the number one muscle in golf is the core, followed by the glutes, so your backside. So that's a great test for that, to see whether your glutes are more stronger than your hamstrings, which then keeps everything in check. If you do achieve that, then you've then got a very powerful golf muscle in place there. Cervical rotation, that's basically the golf swing in reverse. If you've got a stiff neck, there's going to be a tremendous amount of compensation going on, and you can tilt the head at address, so a static adjustment, which will then compensate for that. Forearm and wrist rotation test and flexion, that will see if you can rotate, release the club, and you've got all the different maneuvers for the wrist to maintain a good angle of attack, good position through the golf swing and help with the strike. So that covers basically your physical movements, which you then put together with your swing movements, piece them all together, and then you can work out what you can and can't do. I use the app during the screen, which I'll show you now. This is the TPI app I just mentioned, great bit of kit. So this is only available to TPI certified professionals. So you've got all the options on there. So I can set up a client, there's myself there, it's previous screen, so it's a traffic light system, so it gives you a handicap. So I've got a fitness handicap for 24, so I seriously need to do some work on that. So you push on that, then it gives you all your breakdown. So your traffic light system, so a couple of reds there, then your ambers, and then your greens. So what you can break down what to work on, and then it gets sent to you on an email, and then you can read through that, and then you know what to attack. As you can see, you get a full detailed email to yourself with the whole breakdown of each screen that you've done, how you've got on. You get your PGA Tour averages on it, and then you get your body swing connection as in regards to what you've physically done, what effect it would have on the golf swing, and then you can work out how to move forward. So whether you improve that physically or you have to adjust what your goal, what your ambition is in relation to your golf swing, and then you've got a lot more an efficient, pain-free golf swing. So gain that consistency and hopefully gain some more distance as well. Any questions or comments, please send them through. Give the video a good thumbs up, get that TPI screen in, and I'll see you soon.